Good morning, everybody. It is like 6 o'clock and I am back at the Oregon coast. It is cloudy. It just got done drizzling, raining, whatever. It rained on me most of the way here, but it's nice. I'm supposed to have an overcast morning, so I'm hoping that helps with the bite. And if the sun does come out before I leave, I will fish the dark cover. So back at the coast, I got a couple new techniques I want to try today, some things I want to try out, and mostly I just want to get on a bunch of fish after my struggle the past couple weeks. So let's roll. Fish. Got him. There we go. Nice. Yep. Just boat flipping twos to start my day. There we go. Solid, at least a 2. There we go. Nice 2-pounder to start the day. Threw my Senko into this dock here right by the boat ramp. Probably 6th or 7th cast in, first on this side, and he ran off with it. Well, first fish today, nice, decent, like, I don't know, 2-pounder. He hit it, Senko really hard and ran off with it, so let's get him on out of here. Got him. Little dinky guy. Well, fish number 2, little dinky squeak. Oh my gosh, I'm whacking the crap out of the camera. Little teeny guy. I don't know if you guys can see this on the chesty, but this water's way up and it's flooding up in these bushes over here. And so I've been skipping back in there, and this little guy hit the crud out of it. It dropped off and then went sideways. So. Well, been out here for 2 or 3 hours now. I've got those 2 fish, the one right at the dock, right when I launched, and then that little squeak a little farther down. I was really trying to focus on the shallow wood, especially with the water clearly up and it's flooding some grass and stuff. So I've been trying to work close to the bank. This lake has a ton of cover though. Behind me right now is a huge like hydrilla grass type field that goes out probably 30 feet. And then along this bank, I mean, there's so much wood, like I'm constantly bumping into it. I can't even see it coming. There's so much wood, and that's the problem, is that there's so much cover. I don't know which ones to throw to. I have all these spots where it's just screaming fish, but I'm not finding any. I've been flipping for a little bit. I tried the Tokyo rig. I was hoping to do a little bit of a clip for you guys, but it is way too weedy for that bait here, man. Every cast, it just comes back with a ton of cabbage. So I've thrown topwater, chatterbait, spinnerbait, shaky head, 3 different kinds of frogs, the walking bait for a while, a whole bunch of stuff, man, and I'm not finding stuff. So I came out here hoping to flip a lot, so that's what I'm doing. I'm finding the wood. I'm trying to look for spots where there's little points and isolated trees on their own, which is kind of hard because there's so many. I'm going to keep going and probably go to the other side of the lake soon and see if they're over there. Well, I've got another new tactic I'm going to try. This is the power shot. It's a basically a big drop shot on heavier line. You throw a regular, you know, offset worm hook. This is a, I forget if this is a 1/2 ounce. I think this is a half. It is a half. It's a 1/2 ounce Wu Tungsten, a little bit of a leader. So what I've got is grass that's like, I don't know, a foot tall or more. So even my Texas rig flipping bait is coming out all crusty. So I'm hoping this will let me kind of glide through that with my bait on top of it and actually work. So let's give it a shot. Got one. There we go. Well guys, there it is. The power shot came through. This is a kind of a cool technique for having weeds on the bottom. Oh my gosh, why am I so bad at taking hooks out? There we go. Yeah, and just a little guy, but you know, This Z-Man little craw floats really nice. I can see it in the water. I threw into this little bush here and kept it above the weeds, and this guy came up and just smacked it. Even on a bigger rod, a 7-foot medium heavy and 17-pound AbrasX, I felt that really clearly. He really crunched it, so let's get him out of here. Well guys, one thing I told myself today was that I was not gonna stick to the same old and just throw, you know, all the same baits I usually throw. I've been feeling like I've been getting a little monotonous, so I wanted to try out some new tactics, and I'm glad I tried out both this bait and this tactic because, you know, the bite's been tough. I've caught a bunch over along these reeds before, but so far none today until that one. I'm gonna get back out there and, you know, if this stops working, I'm gonna try something completely different again. Wanted to highlight this a little bit more since I've had so much success on it today. I mean, I won't say I've had a ton of success, but I wanted to try this tactic for a full year now, and I've never actually gotten myself to do it, but the weeds here got me to do it. So basically, this is just a drop shot on steroids. I'm throwing it on a 17-pound fluorocarbon down to a 3/0 Gamakatsu offset EWG with a little Z-Man Craw. I like it because it's floating, down a couple feet to a 1/2 ounce Wu Tungsten drop shot weight. Now, the 1/2 ounce is great because it's cutting through the weeds, and all it takes is one little pop and I'm clear of the weeds. The bites are pretty solid. They're like a typical drop shot bite. I haven't had any that have just run off yet. It's all tunk, tunk, tunk. So I think this is a great technique for fishing grassy areas, fishing tules, fishing around wood if there's weeds on the bottom and you still want to drop in there. Even with my Texas rig flipping bait, I was pulling it out constantly to fix all the weeds. So this has kept me relatively weed free. They pop right off the drop shot weight with just a little snap. One thing I will note is that I have tied this weight on. Normally with a drop shot, I won't tie the weight on. I'll just hook it on so it pops off easy. But these 1/2 ounce weights are a little bit more expensive. They're like $1 a piece or more. And I'm already throwing heavy lines, so it's gonna be hard to get out of there anyway. So I figure I just tie it off, keep my weight, and if I break off, then I'm breaking the whole thing off anyway. So I encourage you guys to try this. I'm treating it mostly like a flipping setup. I'm throwing in, dragging it out a little bit, and then if I don't get anything, I'll pull out and cast again. I'm not just sitting there jiggling it or waiting for anything to come and hit. So I think it's got some versatility to it too. Oh my God, I guess I should catch that fish, eh? Are you a perch? Oh my God, guys, I caught a freaking perch on this. Holy crap, a freaking yellow perch. I thought it was weird because he came in and like hammered it like a billion times, like brrr, like a bluegill would, and I thought there was no way that it was something other than a bass, but here we go. Can I lip a perch? There we go. Beautiful fish. I didn't even know there was perch in here, so cool. Let him. Holy cow, man. He darted. Got another one on the power shot. Another kind of soft hit that really barely noticed. Wasn't sure it was a fish, but it was, so another largie. Well guys, another power shot fish. What a cool technique. It's gotten me out of the weeds, but made it so I can still throw a little bit bigger bait and a more aggressive bait. The hits on it have been pretty solid, except for this guy. He didn't hit it too hard. I'll maybe long arm him, make him look bigger. He's not very big, but fish is fish. I think he's my 5th or 6th today. That seems to be my thing lately, between like 4 and 5 fish. It is what it is. So if this is the last one, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot to everybody who came along and for continued support from all my buddies and all the other people out there. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.